My main focus is to come up with a bag.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is A-Lana and I am super excited to present this video for you guys today. So after months of saying I wanted to get serious about my YouTube channel, and after a whole entire month of being in the house quarantining, I think I said that right, I'm finally ready to take my YouTube serious. So today we're going to do a mini spring makeup tutorial. So I'm thinking maybe a yellow eyeshadow with a purple lip liner and pink lipstick. Before we get into the makeup tutorial, I want to go over my favorite go-to products. So these are the products that I use no matter what, whether I'm going to work or whether I'm going for a dramatic beat, a neutral beat, or a natural beat. Like, these are my favorite products. These are the products I use, I would say literally 99% of the time. Okay guys, so my first go-to product is my MAC Studio Fix foundation. It's in the shade NW55, guys. This is my favorite foundation because it's full coverage. Not only that, it's perfect. Like, even if I'm not in the mood to do a full face of makeup, I can always just tap a tap bit, literally a tap bit underneath my eye, and it'll have my skin looking super smooth all day. It don't really get, I don't recall it getting oily, so invest in this. My next product is my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fine and the shade Espresso. I use the shade Fine to highlight underneath my eyebrow, underneath my eye, and the center of my nose. And I use the Espresso to highlight my chin area, my upper lip, and the top of my forehead. I use two different shades to highlight because I love underneath my eyes to pop more than my forehead, my chin, and my upper lip. So Fine and Espresso. Next product is my Sacha Buttercup baking powder. I failed the makeup, guys. Don't mind it. So this is a Sacha Buttercup, and my favorite highlighter is my MAC highlighter. The shade is Gold Deposit. Guys, it is beautiful. Listen, guys, if you are a darker complexion, please take note of these products. My next favorite product is my blush. It's from MAC. I forgot what shade it is because the back is like faded, but I do know, like, I know at least 2 dark skin girls who has this, so I'm pretty sure if you go to MAC and you're darker, they would probably recommend this product. I also have my favorite contour stick, guys. This is the best if you are dark skin. Like, this is the prettiest contour stick for dark skin women. So this is in the shade Deep Walnut. This is my favorite lip pencil. It's purplish and it's from MAC and it is in the shade Nightmoth, guys. This is my favorite go-to. It's either this or it's either brown, but this is definitely the go-to one. Which is my e.l.f. And then this is in the shade Jet Black. So it's the liquid eyeliner, and then it comes with a brush. So it's not the hard tip that some eyeliners have.
I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings.
And then we have my favorite setting spray, which is also from NYX or NYX, whatever you want to call it. And it's the MAC finishing. Okay guys, so I went ahead and did my eyebrows before I even started the video because I feel like they take way too much time and I don't want this video to be extra long, so we're just gonna jump right into it. So my eyelids are already primed. I use the same shade that I use for my eyebrows underneath my eyebrows to cover my eyelid. So we're just gonna have to add the baking powder to set the concealer.
We're committed, oh girl, I'm with it. I ain't gonna lie, you made it easy. Hold to me tight, don't you release me.
Catching feelings, I'm catching feelings.
So y'all, I'm just going to take a fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm going to dip it in my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And I'm just going to set the top of my eyelid. So everywhere I put concealer, I'm just going to put the baking powder to make sure it's set. I'm going to use my beautiful James Charles palette that my little sister brought me for Christmas. So y'all, this is the first shade that I use. Unfortunately, I forgot to record that part. So now I'm going to go in with this second shade and I'm going to just put it on top of the brownish burgundy eyeshadow that I already used. So originally the correct way to do it would have been to use the orange shade first and then put the brown on top. But at first I wasn't using the orange shade. So I'm going to go into this deep dark eyeshadow, and I'm just going to put it in the corner of both of my eyes. I prefer dark brown over black because I feel like black made me look like a raccoon, and I don't like it. So I'm just going to put it right underneath the first eyeshadow that I put on my eyelid, which was the light brown. So I'm going to take this LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fine, put it on the back of my hand, and I'm going to pretty much use this shade on the top of my eyelid so that I could set it before I apply the yellow eyeshadow. Yellow eyeshadow is extremely light, therefore it's very important to apply a concealer and setting powder as a base and then apply the yellow so that the yellow could pop. So guys, I'm not cutting my crease, I'm just applying concealer so that the yellow could pop. So that's why I'm not worrying about the crease being extremely neat, because I'm not cutting it. I'm just setting the base so that you guys can see my yellow eyeshadow. So I'm going to take the same brush, dip it in my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and set my eyelid again.
Everything I love walked out on me. Some of these folks even doubted me. I view love very differently. I gotta feel you mentally. All my life I've been scared of love. Blame these thoughts, they ain't scared of thug. I catch flights, not feeling good. I need a woman to teach me how to love.
I'm going into this yellow from the James Charles palette. So I'm going to apply this yellow to my eyelid. Guys, look, like this is only the first coat and you can see it clear as day. So that's exactly what I was going for. Y'all, I'm impressed with this palette because y'all know usually yellow, it's hard to see yellow. And honey, when I tell you this James Charles palette is so pigmented, honey. Yes, honey. Now I'm going to apply the eyeshadow to my other eyelid. So I'm just going to keep repeating the process of dipping the brush in the eyeshadow and just applying it to the lid until it's the color that I want it to be. I want it to get dark enough to the point where I cannot see the concealer underneath the eyeshadow. So like I say, I'm going to just keep repeating the same process, dipping the brush in the eyeshadow, applying it to both eyelids until it's the color I need. Next, I'm going back into the third eyeshadow that I use, and I'm just going to place some more in the corner of my eyelid so that the yellow eyeshadow could pop. So now I'm going to dip a small brush into my Juvia's Face highlighter and highlight underneath my brow bone.
I'm catching feelings. I'm in my feelings. I'm in my feelings. Yeah, I fell in love a time or two. Something I don't have the time to do right now.
Next, I'm taking my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner, and I'm just going to do a small wing, so nothing major.
He be calling, yeah, he be calling. I answer on the first ring. And if he stopped calling, I'd probably start bawling. And these tears might keep falling. No, he don't gotta give me no materials.
And I'm just gonna go to the other eyelid and create another wing. So I'm just going to keep applying as much eyeliner I need until it's dark like I want it and as even as possible to the other eye. Now it's time for my favorite part. We're going to get to the face, foundation, highlight, and contouring and baking. Let's get to it. So I'm applying my NYX primer all over my face. Y'all, so I decided to use my Juvia's Place Stick Foundation in the shade Zambia for this video instead of the MAC. So I'm just going to use my stick and just apply the foundation all over my face. So we're going to place some on the forehead, down the nose, on the chin area. And guys, don't worry, I'm going to take a foundation brush and we're going to blend everything out. So this is a foundation brush that I ordered off of Amazon. I think it's the BS Mars collection. I think it is. So we're just going to take this brush and just blend the foundation all over my face until everything is even. So I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fine. I'm going to place it on the back of my hand. Then I'm going to take the shade Espresso and place it on the back of my hand. So these are going to be the two shades that I highlight my face with. And also I'm going to need the paintbrush. And I'm just going to apply the Fine underneath my eyes, and we're going to go in the middle of my nose. And I'm going to use the espresso for my forehead, right above my lip, and my chin area. And then we're going to take a beauty blender and I'm going to blend everything out.
I ain't trying to hide my feelings on my low. I ain't gonna lie, I was ready not to cough. Something about you that's different to me. I just love how you listen to me. Love ain't never made sense to me.
So I'm going to take this espresso. I'm going to put it on my chin area, right above my lip, and on my forehead. And I use 2 different shades, as I mentioned earlier, because I love underneath my eyes to pop. And then I like the other areas to be highlighted, but not too bright. So that's why I use espresso. Now it's time to blend, ladies. It's time to blend everything out. I'm using my beauty blender that I got as a free gift from Nick. I think it was around Christmas time because I ordered a certain amount and they just sent it to me as a gift. It is amazing. And I think I forgot to wet my beauty blender, which is why I'm like blending my face extremely hard. I forgot to mention that I blend everywhere I put the espresso first because the espresso is darker than the fun. And then now I'm going through and I'm going to blend out the fun. I don't mind a darker shade getting in the spots where I put the fun at because the fun is a little too bright for me. So I don't mind mixing the shades. Yes, honey, my highlight is popping exactly how I want it to. So now I'm going to take a small brush. I think it's a Real Technique brush. And I'm just going to blend in the concealer in the middle of my nose. And I'm going to blend a little bit more underneath my eyes. I'm going in with my Can't Stop Won't Stop NYX contour stick. So I'm going to contour, run underneath the concealer underneath my eye. So I'm going to do both sides of my face. And then I'm going to do the outside of my chin area. We're going to do the whole outer part of my face. And we're going to do the corner of my nose.
I'm catching feelings, I'm catching feelings. I'm in my feelings, I'm in my feelings. Yeah, I fell in love a time or two. Something I don't have the time to do right now. I was just fooling around with you. Now, babe, I'm catching feelings, I'm catching.
So, y'all, I found this contour brush at the Dollar Tree for just $1. So I'm going in with my contour brush and I'm going to just blend everywhere I put the Can't Stop Won't Stop contour. So I'm just going to keep blending.
No, he don't gotta give me no materials. I just need his time. When he pull out them cars, all the girls go crazy. I don't care, don't guess he's mine.
I'm taking the same NYX Beauty Blender and just blending the concealer more on top of my forehead. And I'm taking this Real Techniques brush and I'm going to blend the contour that's on the corner of my nose. So we're contouring the nose, y'all. And with that same beauty blender, I'm just going to continue to blend all of the concealer to make sure the contour and the concealer is blending well. I'm going to pour my Sacha Buttercup setting powder into the top, so I only need a little bit. Now I'm going to take a triangle sponge and dip it in the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. And I'm going to set underneath my eyes, in the middle of my nose with the Sacha Buttercup.
Don't want no niggas up in your house. And if that means that we're committed, oh girl, I'm with it. I ain't gonna lie, you made it easy. Hold to me tight, don't you release me. Girl, if you can't tell,
I'm catching feelings, I'm catching feelings.
And I'm going to use the banana powder to highlight everywhere I put the espresso. So the banana powder is a little bit darker than the Sacha Buttercup. So I use this because I don't want those areas to pop as much as I want underneath my eyes to pop. So
Something I don't have the time to do right now. I was just fooling around with you.
while I'm baking, I'm going to go ahead and line my lips. I'm going to use my lip pencil from MAC, which is in the shade Nightmoth. This is my favorite one, y'all. I told y'all better go to MAC and get this. And then I'm thinking I'm going to do an ombre effect. So we're going to line my lips in purple, and then I'm going to do a pink lipstick. While I'm baking, I'm going to go into my True Complexion contour palette, and I'm going to contour everywhere where I put the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop contour.
I I view love real differently. I gotta feel you mentally. All my life I've been scared of love. Blame these thoughts, they done scared of thought. I catch flights, not feeling go. I need a woman to teach me how to love.
I'm catching feelings.
Next, I'm going into my blush from MAC. And because I like my contour to pop, I guess because I'm dark and I want people to really be able to see it. So I'm just going to add this to my cheek area. So only the cheek area where I put the contour, I'm going to put this blush. Next, I'm going into my MAC's finishing powder. And I'm going to dip my fluffy brush and just wipe off all of the excess baking powder. First, I start with the banana powder. And then we're going to go underneath the eye and the nose and brush off the Sacha Buttercup.
Think I got the feels for you. Think I got the feels for you.
I'm going to add a little more blush after I wiped off the baking powder so that my contour can pop. Next, I'm going to go into my Juvia's Place blush palette and I'm going to place this pinkish reddish color on my cheeks. Oh my god, we're almost to the finish line, ladies. So we're going to continue putting the blush on my cheeks. And it's almost time for almost every girl's favorite part, which is highlighting. This is from MAC, which is in the shade Gold Deposit. So we're going to put the highlight a little bit above the blush area. Child, y'all, I done forgot to wipe the baking powder off my nose, child. So I'm doing that right now. So I'm also going in with my highlighter from Juvia's Place. So I'm going to continue to highlight my cheek. We're going to do my nose area, my chin area, above my lip, and my forehead. Y'all, I love my highlighter to pop. Sure do.
Answer on the first ring. And if he stopped calling, I'd probably start calling.
I'm taking my lipstick. It's Anastasia Beverly Hills, and the shade is CatNip. So it's pinkish, and I'm going to put this on my lip.
I just need his time. When he pull out them cars, all the girls go crazy.
I'm adding more of the purple lip liner to give it an ombre effect.
I'm in my feelings.
Next, I'm going in with my finishing powder from MAC. So I'm just going to apply it all over my face to make sure all my makeup just pretty much comes together and look nice. Ladies, I applied my setting spray off camera because I forgot about it. Here's the finished look.
Nah, babe, I'm catching feelings. Thought we was just gonna be on some club shit. Never thought that's what it was. Never even considered love shit. Now anytime you say you going out, I wanna know your whereabouts. Don't want no niggas up in your house. And if that means that we're...
Thank you all for watching this video. I hope that you all really enjoyed it. Please do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it. And feel free to leave a comment.
I'm catching feelings. Oh, I'm in my feelings. I'm catching feelings. I'm in my feelings. Yeah, I fell in love with time.